The other day, I actually had the opportunity to volunteer at the Runner's House running store. I wanted to go there and see what it's like to be on the other side of the footstool. So I volunteered fitting and sizing patients, answering their questions, and learning a little bit about what goes on when you send a patient to, or a patient goes to a shoe store. First of all, they're overwhelmed by all the different varieties and colors and names and categories, and it's the job of the clinician, the sports podiatrist, as well as the independent retailer to make sure that they're getting what they need. So the most important thing is obviously the sizing. And a lot of times patients come in and or customers come into the store, and what I notice is that they'll say, well, I'm a size 7, and you measure them, they're really closer to an 8. And I hate to be in any way sexist, but it seems as though the female patients did not like to go up in size as much as the guys did. But that's a guideline. The other thing that I think the retailers need to do and is to find out what the individual's goals are. Are they trying to just exercise for fitness, or are they trying to run a race? Is it a young patient, an old patient? What's the patient's weight? What's the patient's amount of activity? How often are they going? What's their level of experience? So all those things are important. So once you have that size, you have all that information, you want to give them options. I like to tell my independent retailers to put the patient in the least amount of shoe that's comfortable for that individual. I don't like to add things like extra motion control and stability. I think that makes the shoe heavier. I'd rather just have a neutral shoe that's very cushioned, and then if we need to add anything, we could add it intrinsically ourselves, either through a custom orthotic device or a prefabricated device that we would add, or even a padding or strapping. So, here I was working for about 4 hours in this store, and I was bombarded with questions. And the thing that was really interesting too is that here I thought, well, this patient or this customer would be perfect in this shoe, and I would bring it out to them, and right away they go, no, this is terrible. I hate the way this feels. So I thought that was really interesting. Even though we put our subjective thoughts into what we think it should be, it is a very subjective situation where the patient will say, this isn't the right one for me. And that's the bottom line. The bottom line is comfort. Because if the if the patient is comfortable, they'll be more metabolically efficient while they're running and while they're exercising. They won't have injury. They'll be more effective in their movement and exercise plan. So all in all, I think I'll stay being a podiatrist. I think I'm better doing that than I am suited as a shoe retailer for now. I really love the opportunity. I want to thank both Jason and Russ at the Runner's House in Rivervale, New Jersey, for giving me the opportunity to go there and learn a little bit from the other side. And I look forward to doing it more and answering more questions of their customers as well. Take care.